Da. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow. Scow, bow. Ugh, that sounded crunchy. Bow. Hey, welcome to the Galactic Seabass Podcast. My name is Sebastian. Thank you so much for being here on our 35th episode. It was my keys. That makes sense. Thank you so much for being here today. Hi, welcome to the Galactic Seabass Podcast. My name is Sebastian, your host. We are here live in San Diego. It is currently about 7 a.m. and the rain has been fluctuating. I had an analogy for this that I don't think I have ready to go anymore. So thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff. This episode might go a little bit off the rails. I have been awake for quite some time now. Just finished up a 10-hour shift, just driving people around. Only one talkative person all night. Only one person that really wanted to have a nice little conversation. So, shouts out to that lady. That was the one person I gave a comedy ticket to. Usually I do comedy in the car and it's fun. Little 5-seater theater. Or I bomb. And you are stuck with me. And you get to write a review immediately afterwards. Alright, doing stage bits 1 minute into the podcast. This is a good sign. Today is going to be a pretty cool day. It's January 11th here on planet Earth. Hello, fellow human beings. Today should be pretty cool. We're doing a photo shoot later for a Mr. David Jolly. You may know him as the uncle of Cam Patterson, one of the pretty prominent members on Kill Tony. And yeah, that dude came up with the catchphrase gang violence, which I find myself saying all the time. So shouts out to David for giving me the opportunity to shoot your show. Thank you very much. That'll be at Mic Drop Comedy tonight at 8 o'clock. All right, there is the sleep deprivation kicking into effect. Speaking of Kill Tony, we had this cool little flyer from Whataburger, and I just thought this part was neat because here are your box options. You can get Whataburgers or double meat Whataburgers. And that's it. You can add stuff and get drinks. That's pretty cool. Also, I wanted to shout out this random postcard that I found in the parking lot of the Kill Tony show. I'm single. Call me, baby. 269-588-1101 at Insane Man on Twitter, which is now X, I believe, so this sign is a little outdated. Anyway, those were kind of fun from our little adventure. We've already gone over some of the other stuff. I do remember there was one point where I got these shoe buckles, and I didn't really show them. I just kind of talked about them, and I just want to show how cool they are. This was a gift from my mom, who is awesome, and I just wanted to give a huge shouts out to. Look how neat this is. You can just buckle up your shoe. Just like that. It's so fun. I had a few people actually think that this was the shoe. They thought it came with a buckle. They said, "Where did you get those Vans?" And I said, "My mom." And she also got me this sweet dash cam, which has been really nice on the road. It makes me feel a lot more safe and comfortable. So thank you so much. There were so many parts of the Kill Tony adventure that wouldn't have been possible without my mom. So thank you so much. I didn't really make that. I remember thinking about that after I made the episode last week, and I just really wanted to make that a solid point. So make this very clear in the beginning. Thank you, Mom, for everything you did for me on that trip, and the dash cam, and just being my mom and nice and stuff. So thank you. My dad is very dead, so very glad to have my mom. You know what I'm saying. And here's some more stuff from Kill Tony we went over last week. I want to put some of this in my comedy box, which is over there. Oh boy. This week has been a comedy change up in the San Diego scene as far as, you know, what I've been very accustomed to over the last year. I've been going to the Madhouse pretty much every day for almost a year and a half, and they closed their doors. So, little moment of silence for the Madhouse. All right? Playing went overhead at the same time, so that was pretty nice. Yeah, though, that's it. Rest in peace to the club where I started my little comedy adventure. My very first set, if I remember correctly, November 12th, 2021. Josiah Moreno was the host. I did my little 3 minutes. Remember going to a show there, and this dude Josh and the manager Gabe, they pretty much offered me a job on the spot and said, if you work here, then you get to do comedy every shift that you work. I didn't know that you could also just sign up on Instagram, because it would have been a lot easier. And so I worked there in the kitchen, and I only did 12 sets over the course of 3 months, which in retrospect is really not a lot, because, we'll get into that in a second. Anyway, I remember I only got a few, maybe total 30 minutes throughout the night that I got to hang out with these fellow comedians and do my sets and get to know them just on little breaks. And other than that, I was in the kitchen. I was making food. And so finally I did this one set, my 13th set, at this place formerly known as the OB. I can't even say it without getting demonetized. And you know what? That guy sucks. I'm not saying the name of his venue. I went to this back alley, made a compost venue, and did my first 5 minutes. I've only ever done 3 minutes up to that point. So my 13th set was 2 minutes more than I've ever done. And I bombed for 4.5 of it. It was awful. And in the last 30 seconds, I got a little bit of, I don't know if it was pity laughter, if it was actually a real laugh. But the idea was that Willy Wonka owned slaves, which is a very real point at the end of it. I wrote 6 pages on Willy Wonka. I'd be happy to... You know what? We'll do that later. If you stay long enough, I will read all 6 pages on why I have problems with Willy Wonka. That'd be kind of fun to go over. So, basically, did this set and got a little laughter at the end. And the same guy who gave me that job, Josh, he told me, hey, somebody else is doing that bit. You can't do that. And so I thought, you know what, maybe comedy just isn't for me. I had a new girlfriend at the time, and I was pretty excited about it, so I kind of let that slip away. And then we broke up, and I was very sad for a very long time. I think I've talked about this. I was just the kind of guy you didn't want to hang out with. So eventually I went to a show. I went to the Secret Show put on by Red Band in Los Angeles, which was a very rare occasion, at the Comedy Store. And the acts were really good. The comedians were funny. There was this one dude named Casey Rocket. He's alive. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, I was cheersing. So Casey Rocket did so good that I forgot I was sad for a good 7 minutes. And just realized the power of comedy. So I wanted to come back and really give it another go. And did my 14th set, which I consider my real first one, on October 24th, 2022. And last night, 2 nights ago now, American Comedy Company, we did our 450th set. How neat is that? 14 to 450. I've tried to do math sleep deprived before, and it has not worked out. So that's pretty cool. All in the course of less than 16 months, which is really neat. And we shot our shot on Kill Tony. That did not work. We did get this sweet poster, which I totally had a Sharpie I was thinking about earlier today, and I didn't get anybody to sign. I met everybody who did it. Hey, we got a poster. That's kind of neat. And a good little memory. So we'll put that up on the wall when we have room one day. I was going over a bunch of stuff. I found this old Madhouse little flyer thing. Kind of cool, and a little relic of the past now. So thought what I might do is I got this neat little mushroom necklace at the White Elephant, this Christmas. So I think I'll put this little flyer in there. Oh, that's so cute. And then we'll cover that up. Alright, and I'll throw that in the box. A neat little gift. That is from Honey Bear, so thank you so much, Honey Bear. What a cute little, she crocheted this herself. How neat is that? Oh, that's so cool. Alright, so that's going in the box. And that goes with this thing, and yeah, we'll put this hotel key in there. Yeah, why not? I really hope they put me on the guest list for tonight. If not, I'll use these VIP passes. Oh, that's fun. Oh, what a good day. Today should be a good day. I forgot everything I wanted to talk about. Oh, man. Well, yeah, I don't want to get too crazy with everything going on in the world because there's way too much happening right now. I mean, you have these secret, like tunnels in New York, and that's wild. And then you also have the fact that, they released this Epstein list, and every time you see a news article, not an article, rather a news segment about it, they always start it with this little emphasis of just because they're associated doesn't mean they're guilty. Listen, I've dealt with how long has it been? 8 years of nonsensical, blatant lies from the mainstream media, and I'm tired of it. I'm over it. So, shut up. I don't care. The truth will be revealed in due time. So, get ready for the fireworks show, everybody. We made it to 2024. How neat is that? Alright, I'll cheers to that, to being alive. The greatest fireworks show mankind may ever know. Civil War may well be right around the corner. And at the same time, I have to worry about rent and bills and make sure that everything's up to date and my animals are fed until the apocalypse shows its face. So, we'll see how that goes. Will it be Blue Beam? Will it be a civil war? I really don't know. Will it be AI? So far, AI has just been really cool rap music of cartoon characters that I like, so that's good with me. I like the AI takeover so far. I hope it goes that way. Just more AI rap music. And there goes the light. Hopefully the light from outside shines soon. However, what was the analogy I wanted to make earlier? It was like a middle-aged bipolar person, which doesn't really make sense in retrospect, but it got me thinking about the Middle Ages. Like, just because you're middle-aged doesn't mean that you're, medieval, and, you have to wear chainmail and all that. It's pretty wild. Let's see what we got going on. Wonder if we can find this little video going live. We're right here, right now on YouTube, baby. If you want to write something in the chat box, go ahead and do that. I will respond accordingly. There's a person watching. How cool is that? So far, the last video we put out did really well because I put Kill Tony in the title, and I got a bunch of comments that said, "What is this?" And it's obviously not Kill Tony, so I didn't put that in the title this time. I actually put Europe was dope in the title because it was, and we will be going over this little thingamajiggy over here in a little bit, just to go over some cool memories and see what kind of reminiscences from the past. I guess there are a few things I need to go and get up and do, so that sucks. However, we will get to it. Let's go ahead and... This thing isn't working. Is my phone good? Oh, I really hope my phone's good. Ollie, you always want to be in the podcast because you are the best dog who ever lived. Is this thing good? We're live? We're live. We're good. Nobody's watching. 15 minutes in. I need to pick some stuff up. And I just move the camera. Okay. All right, we are driving. Good. All right, dropping stuff. I need 2 more things, and they're over here. Please don't hit. Oh, I hit the camera. That's what I was trying not to do. Doodle-doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doo. Doop-doop-doodle-doodle-doop-doop-doop. Okay, sorry about this interruption. Scuba-doodle-doo-doo-doo. Luckily, nobody's watching. Scoop-doodle-doo-doo. All right. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome. My computer died? It sure did. This battery is not very good. Okay, goodbye, podcast. Hope this phone doesn't die, and we'll just keep it going. I can no longer answer to any chat responses, so that was my goal, and it will not be accomplished. So we will see. Let's go ahead and put some stuff in the comedy little box of memories. You got some little Austin stuff and some Madhouse stuff. Wow, what a fun little trip that was. We need this thing. Oh, if all the stickers are in there, I might as well put the rest. Oh no, this dollar was for this pile over here. Get to that in a second. Don't want to put this one. Do this on my water bottle and this in my car. Water bottle, car. I have stickers from all the events that I've gone to around the country. You know, I got an Oregon Eclipse sticker and 4 Burning Mans and lightning in a bottle. It's fun. It's been a really neat little adventure, you know, driving around and seeing America in that regard. It's very different, from that perspective. And I enjoyed the ride quite thoroughly. So, as promised, I will go over my Willy Wonka sufferings that enabled the set that caused me to quit comedy for the first time. Let's see if I can just flip to it. Ooh, that's a paint. That's a painting. That's a poem. Oh boy, it's a poem that I refuse to read on this episode, or any episode ever. That one's for me. All right, so far we're up to set 30. Oh, that must have been in the past then. That's when I came back. Oh boy, there's a letter to my ex-girlfriend. That's always fun. We got some notes from September 2022. That's when I came back. It's got to be in the past. Boy, oh boy, this book is absolutely insane. Set number 4. Wow, so cool. Also, looks like I got the date wrong on my first one. It was November 3rd. November 3rd was my very first set ever. 1132021. That's cool. All right. So far we're up to set 8. My dad's birthday. He would have been, did I write it down? Would have been my dad's 56th birthday. That's kind of cool. I did write it down. My problems with Willy Wonka. This will take a little bit. I was recently watching Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. As an adult, it's very different. I was watching the Gene Wilder version, but the Johnny Depp one is so... That's not English. I was watching the Gene Wilder version, but the Johnny Depp one is so attributable? I don't really get how that makes context. Okay. I was watching Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. When I was a kid, my dad said he checked out Gene Wilder in a grocery store. I'm assuming he meant his food selection, but there is a chance he took a good look at this guy in person, and a sudden urge takes over. And he says, Mr. Wonka, would you like to take a tour of my chocolate factory? No? All right. Gotta shoot your shot, you know? Anyway, that'll be $3. Money was different before my time. My dad passed away, but I think he'd like that one. Sorry. Anyways, the movie is mostly about Willie, Charlie, and a chocolate factory. 10 out of 10 in the name your movie category. Starts off with this wild candy shop owner literally showering kids in candy. Meanwhile, Charlie is looking in the window. I'd sure love some candy. Dude, go inside. We find out he's a paper boy in a poor family. And I mean poor. 6 people in a shack. 1 kid, 1 man, and 4 old people in a single bed. 20 years they've been in that bed. Just got in one day and thought, well, I guess I'll die here. How do they go to the bathroom? Good question. The worst of them all, Grandpa Joe. Charlie tells his family, Mr. Wonka hid 5 golden tickets, so 5 people will win a tour of the factory and a lifetime supply of chocolate. Grandpa Joe says, you've got to find it, Charlie. Eventually, through a stroke of good luck, he finds the last ticket, the most desired possession on earth, brings it home, says he gets to take 1 family member. Surely he'd take his mom, slaving away making cabbage soup for him every day, toiling at work to keep the family afloat. Nope. He goes, I'd sure love to bring you, Grandpa Joe. So after 20 years of saying, nope, can't move to help my family with chores, but, hold on. So after 20 years of saying, nope, can't move, love to help with chores, but, well, I'm old, you know. He starts fucking dancing. That song, I've Got a Golden Ticket, the grandpa sings that. So they go to the opening of the factory. All the winners are there. Wonka comes out, limps with a cane, the wobbly way. But then, boom, he does a somersault. The crowd goes wild. What that means is you never know whether or not he's telling the truth. They go inside. What's the first thing the kids do? They need to sign a big old liability waiver. No sign, no entry. The kids are ready to go. The rich parents are hesitant. Violet's dad says, hey, what's with all the small print, Wonka? Willie replies, oh, if you have any questions, dial information. Thank you for calling. Who's next? He does. Go watch it. Cheers. So all the rich kids sign. Innocent little Charlie looks at his grandpa. What do you think, Grandpa Joe? Sign it, Charlie. We got nothing to lose. Nothing's stopping Grandpa today. Now they enter the candy garden with the chocolate waterfall. About 3 minutes later, a fat kid falls in the river and is sent to the boiler room. Sent to a boiler in the fudge room. Wonka just blows on his little whistle. They whisk out the mom, and a bunch of Oompa Loompas start doing a song and dance about this kid's demise. Seemed pretty well rehearsed, too. Late nights at the factory. From the top. Mr. Wonka, what do we have to do? We are tired. You don't pay us. We haven't seen sunlight in years. All we eat is chocolate. Our skin is fucking orange. One more remark and I'll take you back to Loompa Land and feed you to the Snazzle Wranglers myself. Where's OSHA when you need them? Or maybe PETA. I don't know. Anyway, 2 more kids died, followed by Oompa Loompa send-offs. Veruca falls into an incinerator, and Violet turns into a blueberry and is sent to the juicing room. Now comes Charlie's test. Hey, I've got this fizzy soda. Don't drink it. Anyway, moving along. And then stupid butt-face Grandpa Joe says, I know what happened to the first 3 kids. Screw it. Let's drink it. That's not what I wrote, but I'm trying to keep it PC. They do. They started floating higher and higher, almost to the point where they're about to lose a head fight with the ceiling. Fortunately, Grandpa has no manners from 20 years of being at home and starts burping. They belch their way to safety. Charlie lives. No song for him. There is one for Mike TV, though. Poor little dude. Finally, the tour ends. Wonka hangs his hat. Says, another day wasted. Well, there's the door. Grandpa Butthase. I'm trying not to swear. Fuck it. Grandpa Shithead says, hey, what about the free chocolate? He does. Go watch it. You don't get it. You lose. Goodbye. Good day, sir. Famous line. Grandpa doesn't like that. Barges into the man's office, where for some reason everything is sawed in half, and starts berating the man about how he's a fraud, a crook, a liar, not a murderer. Dude. Wait. Dude just says, look, he signed the contract, and clause 37B, oh, that's a funny line. I'm redoing it from the beginning. He's not a murderer. Willie said, look, the kid signed the contract. Clause 37B said, don't touch my shit. You stole fizzy lifting drinks, and now I have to do minor cleaning. You lose. You get nothing. Good day, sir. Charlie hasn't said a word at this point. This is all the grandpa. He just walks towards the door. Grandpa Joe says, if Slugworth wants an everlasting gobstopper, by golly, he's going to get one. Charlie stops and silently tells his grandpa to fuck off. Shots out. He walks back to the table and slaps that candy on the desk. Wonka smiles. You've done it. You won. You get my whole factory. Now let's take my elevator through the roof and fly around town. The end. What they don't show you is the news reporter interviewing Charlie the first time he steps outside. Mr. Bucket, what do you have to say in response to the allegation 4 children died in today's opening ceremonies? Furthermore, it has been noticed there... Excuse me. I'm dying. Excuse me. Furthermore, it has been noticed that there are dozens of unpaid South American natives in charge of production. Since then, Wonka stocks have plummeted. As the new CEO of the company, what do you have to say? Wonka's looking down from the skies. Sucker. Charlie says, you know, those snozberries really did taste like snozberries. So I guess it was 5 pages, but yeah, I wrote 5 pages on my beef with Willy Wonka, and that's what you just heard. So thanks for listening. That was fun. That was cool. All right, cool. What I really want to get into is this neat little thingamajigabobber over here. I don't want this Whataburger thing. I don't not keep that. That's trash. Oh, okay. So, what we have here is dollars and little keychains that I've collected from around the world. And I just don't really want this cork board anymore. So, thought I would just kind of take them off one by one. We could all go through it together. How could I get this to work? Maybe I'll do it like this. That's cool. Yeah, there we go. All right. So, got a bunch of stuff. Just go over stories while we do these. I have no idea where this came from. Or this one. I know I've got them from like certain things. I think I won something at some point in time. This one says winner. So this one also says winner. So I think I won. Whatever that was. That sounds pretty cool. Alright, well that's one. Oh boy, there's a lot of these. This is an earring. Oh, that's fun. Oh man. So in 2015, we went to Europe. We saved up. And I had a friend named Alyssa at the time. She's not my friend. But we worked at the same summer camp and had this really crazy night where I went to a strip club in LA and it was really funny. There was a super random moment where we were just hanging out outside, and this car pulled up. It was me. Well, it was Alyssa and our friend Adrian and myself. And I looked nice. They looked good. And this car pulled up, rolled down the window, and thought, ugh. And I just had to be like, nah, that's not what's going on. They drove away. So that was pretty funny. But anyway, they just talked about this idea of going to Europe in the car on the way home. And I thought, I want to go. I'll just go ahead and do that. So right here, like, yeah, we did it. This is €5. Pretty cool. We have a double €5 here and another earring, which is kind of sick. Start a little collection up here for everything at the top. And then, excuse me. Yeah, I didn't realize I had €2 there. That's fun. So, oh boy, excuse me. Oh, I really hope I don't have pickups for the rest of this. We wrote this book while I was there. This is my Europe book. It says Europe 2015 here. It's really hard to see. However, what I will show you is every day that I was there, I drew a doodle, like a little tiny doodle. And eventually, by the end of it, it was this wild painting kind of sketch thing. So you can see also the size of the font at the beginning. As it gets more like towards the middle, it gets smaller. And then by the end, it gets smaller. And by the very end, it gets really small. And then on the last page is it's a lot. So we'll randomly pick a page and read some of this little Europe adventure at some point. But I do want to make my little stack of dollars. So far we have €10 and a Kill Tony $5 bill. So that's our stack so far. And this is so random, but this is my CD that I made in 2020, which is kind of cool. I don't know why I pulled it out. I don't really have time to talk about it. So if you look up James Blonde, BLOND, USA on Spotify, that is where all my music resides. So go ahead and check it out. Dang, €10. It's already €20. That's awesome. Oh man, I forgot. Yeah, we worked all night and oh man, I don't want to really bring it up. It's all I made a fib to my mom, which is like, oh, feels so bad. I told her everything was good with the rent, but it's not. So I have about $800 left to go. I have a check coming in. I'm just waiting on it. If anybody wants to support the podcast, there is a Venmo down below. Thank you so much. Right now, we might have to exchange this money. Like it's money, but I just like the memories. It's fun. I got this in Europe, whether it was Spain or Ireland or Austria, or there's a lot of places that use the Euro system. And I was there in 2015 during the whole migrant crisis. We were in Budapest and supposed to take this train down to Venice. We didn't end up getting to go to Venice because there were all these migrants literally on the track. That the train was like, yeah, we're not doing this trip because people are gonna get hurt. So we just didn't go. We did end up going to 13 countries in 3.5 months, which was cool, including England. Here's a little, oh wow, look, she's dead. That's crazy. Oh man, what a trip. And there's 5 pounds. That also goes with this neat little photograph. You can't see it above me, but there's some Abbey Road stuff. And here's a photograph of myself at Abbey Road, which, fun fact, is the deadliest intersection in London because there are no signs that say, hey, don't pose here, and the cars don't care. And at this point, so many tourists have died just standing there for photographs that they don't care anymore. They're like, yeah, just don't do it. Like, so if you're out there posing for photos, it might be your last photo. Be careful, everybody. Raw Odin. And yeah, London was sick. Yeah, so let's go ahead and see what else we're working with here. Is this the receipt to my camera? that little, oh, wow, it is. This is my old, this is my film camera receipt that I got when I was in London. That's such a trip. Wow, I want to put that behind this photo. That is so neat. I like that a lot. And here's 10 pounds with some, I think it's Charles Darwin on the back. That's pretty cool. So far we're up to a pretty good. Also, it's neat. American currency is the only denomination that's the same size. Notice these are different sizes. It's so interesting. I love that. All right, now let's go ahead and get these. Ooh, what's this? Australia? Oh yeah, I went to Australia. That was sick. Back in 2016, 17. I don't remember. I was trying to film this documentary, and I did. I filmed it. I got into 2 film festivals in Australia, and then nothing happened afterwards. That dude is still doing just dandy. I've thought about dropping the documentary on the YouTube channel, but the risks of repercussion are pretty heavy. So here we got $5. For some reason, the Queen of England is on there too, even though she has nothing to do with it. Here's a 20. Some dude and some lady. Another 5. If you saw the back side, it looks like that. It's kind of cool. So we got, what's that? 30 Australian dollars. It's pretty neat. Oh, cool. This is kind of fun. Look at all these currencies are so neat. I haven't touched this in a long time, and it's kind of fun to play with them again. Also, I've needed thumbtacks for a while. This is great. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. I think this is the Czech Republic. I know this is the Czech Republic. These are forints. Wow, that is so cool. I have no idea. Pet set, cordon, fletch. I know how to say prost. Prost! It's like a chip. Prost! There's a plane going over too. It's like cheers. You know what? It's kind of fun. I've never shown these, but I could take this down after. That's 500 forints. That'd probably be like $10. I don't know. Here's 100. Kind of sweet. It's really cool. They're just so intricate and like fun. America is so lame. Oh yeah, this one's sick. It's 1,000. So I don't know, like $20 or whatever. Some Caesar-looking fellow on the front. Looks great. Should keep all the countries together. That'd be fun. Well, if we're doing that, we'll just keep going like we are. So we've got pretty cool little thing. I think it's a Swiss franc. So 20 francs. Bank Nas Swiss. Kind of cool. Yeah, this is the way that the money travels over there. Like this is worth like $40 or whatever. It's kind of crazy. I'm not even sure if we have any more of those. That was pretty rare. Let's see what these are. What's going on here? Oh, cool. Wait, we got 500 forints right here. Sweet. This cool little Guevara-looking fellow on the back. It's pretty sick. Keep that with that. Keep them all organized. Oh man, these are on the bottom. So every country I went to, I got a little what's it called? A keychain, and I love the keychain. So those might take a little while to go over, but I could name every single one. It's kind of cool. What's all this? It is kind of cool. Okay, let's see. I don't even know why why do I have these here. This is $1 from the Bank of the Central Bahamas. I think I said that a little out of line, but whatever. A Bahamian dollar. Is that the only one? Really? Oh man. All right. Canada's kind of fun. Their money's kind of see-through. Just like 20 Canadian dollars. It's got the Queen. Queen of England is well known around these parts. And this thing is balling. All right, that's something. And then we got 5 Bahamian dollars. Look how fun this is. What a cool little. That's like a yellow, beautiful little dollar. So we got a 1, a 5, a Canadian 20. That's kind of... Oh, more, there's a different... I wonder if this is like an old Bahamas dollar. Bahama dollar! That is so neat. Yeah, like different times. Yeah, those are different people. I wonder if that was just like a year thing or... I don't know. Money's so fun. Look at all this. Is so sick. This is the weirdest stack. I've always had this idea that I would go to a drive-thru or a restaurant and try to pay for it with like every bill that's not American and just keep trying to... I don't know if that's silly or not. If that's funny, let me know. I can't read anything anybody's writing right now. I'm just rambling and going over this at the same time, which I've needed to do for a while. These are American dollars, so I'm not really sure why they're included. But, oh boy, a keychain. Oh yeah, the El Salvador. Got that on the way back. Oh, that's a story in itself. We're saving that one. Oh boy. All right, we have our orange American dollar, which is not even that rare. It's just orange. Just thought it was fun. There's a $2 bill. I got tipped one of these tonight, which is kind of cool. I think, let's see if I can just pull it out for no reason. Yeah, like, kind of cool. Shouts out to that dude. He tried to make it a big point, like, it's still $2. Like, doesn't really go that far in today's economy. Less than half of a $2 bill? That's fun, I guess. Oh, okay. Now we're in Costa Rica. It's 5,000 colones, which is kind of cool. I think that's like $5. I'm not really sure. Like, it's so fun to think about how different money value is around the world, you know? They're all just like these different currencies and denominations. We got 50 pesos, you know, it's like $2. Kind of sweet. 1,000 Costa Rican dollars. Pretty sweet picture of a deer on the back. A little see-through. It's pretty dope. I think the pesos on the bottom. Go ahead and keep these fake dollars together. It's funny. Let's see, where's my pesos at? Yeah, I got foreigns, euros, Australians, bro. Yeah, I can't find the pesos, dog. That's so silly. Oh man, Canadian. Well, I guess pesos are going here. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed you this. 50 pesos, kind of cool. Then we got 20 pesos. Pretty sweet. Maybe I got the numbers wrong. I don't even know. Another 50 pesos. And then what's this? Oh, more Czech, more Swiss money. This stuff's sick, dude. I don't know. Money's dope. Look at that guy. He's got glasses on and stuff. What a cool little fella. Right, eh? What a cool little fella. Go ahead and keep all that together. This is like Monopoly money. We got only a few more. This is cool. Like I said about the fake money, this one only got a few more to go. Alright, we got this fake 100, which is sick. It's got like Asian rating on the back. It's kind of fun. My buddy wrote this book. Oh, it's a coupon. I never even knew that. It's crazy. Just had like, I've sold some books on Facebook for him, and that was cool. Gave me that $1, and we got our Kill Tony $5 bill. So these are all useless, but they're fun, and let's throw those in the mix. And then our final one has a shark, which is sick. 2,000 colones. So it's like $20, I think, or something similar. Who knows? Yeah, so that's it. Got ourselves a big ol' stack of the craziest collection. None of this is good at any place that I could want to go to buy stuff, which is amazing. I love that. So that's kind of fun. And we'll go ahead and keep that as like a little pile. Now, this part, This part should be interesting. Oh, shoot! Saved it. Didn't swear. Okay. Let's go ahead and go by this one by one. First of all, I don't really want to get up. Is there any way to do this without getting up? Yeah, there is. Okay. So, we're going to start it off with this. Alright. This Mewtwo I found while I was in the Bahamas with my brother D'Artagnan. We were on this little boat trip. And I found it in this little shack on the floor. And it didn't have this little flower on it, but I thought it was awesome. And I thought, you know what? You're coming with me. And I got this Bahamas keychain. Oh, no! Ugh. Anyway, I got this when I was with my brother Max. So that's kind of cool, like Bahamas stuff. Wow, there's a lot of these. I don't really want to do this anymore. You already saw the dollars. This is a lot. Okay, nope, not doing that. I will... Here's all the thing. I got all these at some point in every country. And I don't really want to go over them. Here, I'll name them. That's fair. Okay. Harry Potter Tour. London. Las Vegas. Little bracelet keychain from After Hours at Dre's at some crazy party. We got München, that's Munich, Germany. The Dungeon in London on this underground tour, and got this skull too. This is from the Moscow airport, this little bear. And they sell Stalin t-shirts, which is crazy. Got this little Switzerland container thingamajiggy, and these little locks, so as a key. Oh shoot, kind of cool. I might as well show it if I pulled it off. My left hand is getting very tired. Woo! Let's go ahead and wrap through this thing. Nail clippers from Paris, France. A donut from Berlin, Germany, because JFK said, "Ich bin ein Berliner," which means I'm a donut, and that was a pretty famous speech, apparently. Barcelona skateboard. That was pretty cool. Barcelona, that's where Sylvester the Cat in Looney Tunes is from. Little crystal. Don't remember where that's from. Got this at the bathhouses in London. This little thingamajiggy. Roma. That's Rome for all you uncultured swine. This I got this little dude in Budapest. It means nothing, but that's where I got him. That was my first keychain. And then I also got this Spider-Man in Budapest at the end of my trip. This Joker card was from somewhere. There's actual weed in here from Amsterdam, encased in this little glass casing. This is from the Bahamas. Little dolphin. This check me out. It says check me out for the Czech Republic. That's kind of fun. And behind it we also have Czech Republic, which is kind of fun. I think I went there twice. We have Belgium. Belgium is a place where they have Brussels. That's where I went. I was a Brussels sprout. So we also have the Eiffel Tower in Paris, and went to London, and I took a selfie with a double-decker, a red phone booth, and the Big Ben in the background, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I got this little trifecta keychain. Got this little chair at the Amsterdam Museum or at the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. Jameson keychain thingamajiggy in Ireland, along with this cool little Ireland pendant that spins, and it's kind of fun. And it says, "Good luck from Ireland." I knocked off a thing. A little bottle opener from Sydney, Australia, when I went there with Max. Keep Austin Weird from Austin, Texas. And No Problem, Costa Rica, from Costa Rica, because that was the best one that I could find. And there's also the El Salvador one, which is one of the craziest stories, because when I was in the El Salvador airport, the month was, oh boy, this is falling apart. The month was February 2020, and There were all these signs in the airport that said, if you've been to Wuhan, China in the last 2 weeks, please see a security officer before your flight. And I thought, Wuhan, that sounds nice. So, yeah, they were doing all, like, the first time I ever saw anybody basically using the, swabs or checking stuff, like wearing gloves and masks. It really kind of freaked me out. And, eventually, over the course of the next couple of years, you would get very accustomed to that manner of life. So, yeah, that was definitely, that threw everything for a whirlwind. But I was there in El Salvador at the airport when there were all these signs saying, if you've been to Wuhan, obviously something happened in Wuhan, and it took several years for that to become like the basic knowledge among everybody. So that kind of blows my mind. But, it is what it is. We live in life, baby. And I got a fat stack of them euro dollars. So stupid. Alright. We're rocking and rolling. We got through a lot, actually, in this episode. Yeah, I wanted to put this into, like, a wallet or something. Some kind of gag wallet. Or I could turn this in for, like, I don't know where to go to exchange money. But also, these are so cool, and I might never go there again. So, like, fuck it. Why not just keep it? It's stupid. Where I go. I'll make that money, baby. Got a really cool opportunity possibly to move down to Austin. So I might just kind of downsize my life and become able to get to a point where I could take off and, start a new adventure. Because it seems like Austin's where everything's happening, so might as well be at the place where, things are real. And, comedy's alive and well, and I think I'm pretty funny. All these clubs in San Diego are closing, What am I supposed to do? Just hang around and just let it... I've always heard you can't make it in your hometown. You'll always be an open micer. You have to leave and show people, hey, I'm pretty funny. And then you make it, and then you come back and you get to headline or feature or whatever. That's just sort of the name of the game. I've done 450 sets. Like, I know something about comedy. I know a little bit. Excuse me, I have jokes. Even the one guy in the car tonight was like, hey, that's not a joke. That's not a joke, man. Excuse me, it's funny. I have... oh, boy. Excuse me. Oh, boy. I'm at the point where he actually was. Like, I finally reached the level. No, I'm not quite there. I can pull together an actual sentence and create conversation. With myself, too, which is even more stunning. Rock and roll. We're out here, baby. Alright, so as I promised, I'll do one more check-in to make sure that the phone's still good, because we run a really rigged system right here. And we're still alive. This is cool. Dang, we have actual people watching. This is insane. Holy cow. I wish... Did you guys write anything? Hold on. If anybody wrote anything, I'll read it right now. I don't see anything. Okay. If anybody wants to write anything in the chat box... I'll check it. I'll check it in a few minutes. Whoops. Right now, okay, this is my Europe book. I wrote this. Every single one of these pages is absolutely filled to the brim with some kind of crazy adventure from like a 90... Nah, dude, it was 3.5 months. It's like over 100 days in Europe. That's actually kind of cool. There is a video somewhere on my YouTube if you want to watch it called The Lost Europe Tapes. The Lost Euro Tape? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, it's just old GoPro footage because I wasn't making my vlogs back then. I just took photos. So I have lots of photographs from back then, but that's not exactly YouTube content. So, anyway. I'm just going to go and randomly until I feel it. It'll start off day one, and then just kind of reading this page. Okay. If this gets out of hand, I apologize. All right. No idea what day this is. I didn't write that part. I woke up this morning not much later than noon, and after making plans with, oh yeah, Gamel. Okay, it must be Gamel, Tyler, and Chris. We're probably in Paris, probably somewhere in Paris. Woke up this morning not much later than noon, and after making plans with Gamel, Tyler, and Chris, I took off to meet with them at a bus stop near the market. I stopped by a cafe and ordered a something bagel for $4.20, and it was delicious. They made their way over to the cafeteria for introductions, and we were off to the market. It was incredible. It was as if a low. Oh, this is so hard. As if allowed people were having. Gosh, come on, man, just write better. It was incredible. It was as if a lot of people were having a garage sale in the same place. We all found cool stuff. I got a David Bowie t-shirt. This is Berlin, Germany. Okay, wow. Oh, that's so crazy. I forgot we're in two places. I got a David Bowie t-shirt and a Polaroid film for $20. Oh yeah, that was cool. A flash for $5 and a camera for $2. We had some bratwurst. Then we followed Chris back on the tram and he took off, but gave us directions to the famous wall spot. We made our way over and enjoyed some of the incredible artwork while appreciating the history that the Berlin Wall itself represented. Afterwards, we enjoyed a nice view of the river, and due to the weather, we went back to the hostel. They warmed and layered up while I enjoyed a cannabis beer, and we made our way to meet up with our new Canadian friends. We made it to another hostel. We met up, and after a bit of chatting, we went out for pasta. We all enjoyed a nice meal and discussed the musical tastes of Germany, along with a wide array of topics. Then we went back, had another round, and had a lively game on the pool table. I didn't play so well, but we had fun, and free chips were consumed. We made our way back to the station, and while we were waiting, we happened to run into Alyssa and Fiona. Oh my gosh, I remember this. They went off to the clubs, and I said farewell to both of them. I didn't go into detail here. This is crazy. We were taking a subway at 11 o'clock at night in Berlin. We had left. I did 3 countries with these 2 girls. We went to Hungary, we went to Italy, we went to Spain, and then we all went to Paris together. And they said, do you want to go to the next place with us? And I said, no. I went to my own place. And then a month later, we're in Berlin. And Gamel, Tyler, and I are down in the subway. And we're standing there just laughing. And the doors to the tram open. And there they are, laughing at some little inside joke they had. And I was just taken back. Like, oh, whoa, what? And they're like, what? And then the door closed and they whoosh, gone. And it was just... I think about that all the time. I didn't go into more detail. This is atrocious. Then I enjoyed a chicken nugget burger and a Hojo ice cream and fries. Made my way back, sat on the computer for a bit, and went to bed. I am greatly disappointed that I didn't write more detail on that stuff. Wow, yeah, and it ends up getting crazy. By the end of it, it's literally almost incomprehensible, unless you're me. And even if you're me, it's almost incomprehensible. So, that is what it is. That's life. Yeah, that's it. We went to Europe, and it was amazing. And I was 21 years old. My life changed after that whole thing. You know, I left a boy and came back a man. In like more ways than one. That place was crazy. Saw the catacombs. 6 million dead people buried under Paris in like a Tetris style formation. Isn't that crazy? The whole city is just built on top of a graveyard. Nobody really talks about that. Like, that's wild. Okay. Maybe what are they up to in New York? I think that's enough to get the point across without saying anything. But hey, like, you ever hear about the dyslexic rabbi who walked around saying "yo"? I always like that joke. It's so stupid. Because they say "oi." It's so stupid. I love it. A lot of the times when I say like my dumbest jokes, I'll say "that's so stupid" out loud, or it's just become kind of a trope. One of those little things I do. It's fun to. All right, I'm okay. This is my check-in point. If anybody wrote anything, I will respond to it. If not, then I will keep rambling. How do you do this? How do you like? I'm hitting buttons. Nobody wrote anything. I can't read it. I do have a big little board up in the way. Oh, totally forgot to talk about this. This is hilarious. Not really, but it hurts a lot and it's funny. My ankle has sealed itself shut into the formation that it knows driving. I drove to Texas for New Year's, and then we did the thing, and then I drove back, and then I kept just driving as a driver for rideshare. I haven't. Typically, when I hurt my ankle, it's on my bike. I do some kind of trick, and I fall, and I get hurt. This is different. This is muscle atrophy from working so much that I can't walk functionally. This is not good. This is the American dream, baby. We're doing it. Oh, we're chasing dreams. We're stumbling into nightmares. Hey, live la vida loca. Oh, it's fun. We have a photo shoot tonight for a super well-renowned comedian, which is pretty cool. And really, I'm excited about that. I'm very tired and sleep deprived right now. This episode is brought to you by Liquid Death. Thank you for being here with this. Thank you for holding my hand, Martha Stewart. It's so kind of you. Yeah, we're doing this. Rock and roll. We're a podcast, and not when I say weird. Yeah, you and me. If you're watching this, then you're included in the whole, arbitrarial conversation, and I appreciate you being here for every gosh darn second of it. You're the best. You rock and roll. I wish you the best of all. I wish you the best of. I wish you the best with all your endeavors in this life. Life is hard, and it takes a lot to get up every day and just keep doing it. So, thank you for being you, and keep on rocking and rolling. It's very important to make sure you keep the second part in check. That's why this goes like it's in two things. That was ridiculous. Anyway, I'm glad to be here. This is pretty cool. I feel like we made a pretty good little series of content so far. I don't really know what else to talk about. Yeah, the world's not good. We're not doing so hot. There's aliens, no one cares. Epstein list comes out and creatures are walking around the mall. I don't buy it. Get out of here. There's 8,000 people in the mall. Nobody's got a camera. 500 police cars. No squad cars got any footage. Get out of here. Stupid. I want to know what's really going on. I want to know what's up with the list. I want to know who's actually going to get in trouble for that stuff. How did Ghislaine go to jail and she is guilty of trafficking children to nobody? Screw you. That's ridiculous. Get out here. I'm over it. The world is falling apart, and who knows how they're going to try to take us out, but I love you guys so much. You're rocking and rolling with me here on the Galactic Seabass channel. This is episode 35 of the Galactic Seabass Podcast, and we once again managed to ramble some kind of a time length together so far for you to hopefully have your ears enjoy this little fiesta. Fiesto's not a word. It sounds cool though. Gosh darn it, it really does. Fiesto! I mean, sounds fierce and fun. That's awesome. Fiesto. That's my new rap name. Stupid. Anyway, you guys are beautiful and nice and kind and sweet and sexy and all the beautiful in-betweens. And I'm going to check this chat box one more time just to see if anybody commented on the show so far. And nobody did. There's 3 whole people watching. I don't know who you are. However, I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Galactic Seabass channel. You know what? Just for fun, we'll probably never pull this book out again for a long time. So let's just go ahead and read one more little, like, fun little thing. We'll keep switching through and find something neat. Ooh, this one has a feather on it. I like it. My rating's kind of big. Gosh darn, there's like 2 whole pages. You ain't ugly, so kiss me. That's a pretty bewildering line. Let's go ahead and just start from somewhere. All right. Here we go. Kevin crashed out, and Amelia got a little rest. So Leah and I decided to take a walk. We made our way down to the river. This is Dublin, Ireland. Looked at the sculptures, discussed politics, and just enjoyed each other's company. What a good guy. I really wanted to go in for a kiss, but I wasn't quite sure how. To my amazement, we were leaning against a bridge. She asked me if I want to hear a song lyric. I say, sure. She says, you ain't ugly, so kiss me. I'm bewildered, but I oblige. We share each other's kiss into my first Irish sunrise. Every time we would stop to look into each other's eyes, the sun would rise seemingly faster every time. She said, I can't believe how fast the sun is rising. To which I replied, that's not the only thing that's rising. My book will be available on Amazon. That's so ridiculous. That was a real girl. I'm not gonna get to the part later, but I definitely tried to hit her up and she didn't hit me back. It was my first ghosting experience, and I wrote a little note and I went into the hostel where she was staying while she was having lunch with a guy and slapped it on the table and walked out. Oh my gosh! Oh, cringe, cringe lore. That's so funny. Anyway, that was a really, really fun little way to, I think, maybe say goodbye today. That was a sick episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Galactic Seabass channel. My name is Sebastian. They call me Seabass. That's just kind of what happens with the name. It's a nickname that I have no control over. And I haven't since the 7th grade, ever since Thomas Montegaria started calling me at the bike track. And I said, hey, don't do that. I don't like that. And then he just kept doing it. And then I moved to Utah, and he just kept calling me it. And then I moved to Wyoming, and they kept calling me it. And I moved all over, and they just kept calling me Seabass. So I decided to brand it. And you're on the Galactic Seabass channel. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Sebastian. We like to rock and roll every once in a while. And today, we're doing that for you on episode 35 of the Galactic Seabass Podcast. This episode is not really sponsored by anybody, but I do like Liquid Death, and I appreciate all they've done to support me. Without them, I couldn't have gone to the Kill Tony little adventure. Without them, there's a lot of things I probably wouldn't have been able to do. So thank you so much for everything that you've done to support me. Liquid Death, you guys are awesome. Rock and roll. I still drink your products all the time, mostly because you send me thousands and thousands of them, and I have just so many lying around that I can't help but use that. It's good. It's good stuff. I can't. That is a plane, so we can cheers and just go ahead and vibe out to the morning sun. Kind of want to get myself some breakfast. I still need to make $800 tomorrow. So, if you would like to support the podcast, there's a Venmo in the thing. My Cash App is Seabass-Fowler. Rock and roll. And I appreciate you being here. This was cool. To anybody that really watched this, I appreciate you so much. I'm the worst person at goodbyes in the world, by the way. You should see my mom at, like on Christmas or New Year's. I do 17 goodbyes at the windows. By the time I'm driving away, I'm out the car door looking backwards, not even looking at the road, which is dangerous. So, yeah, I love people, and I'm bad at goodbyes. So, thank you so much for being here today on the Galactic Seabass channel. And if you want to do the YouTube stuff, like, share, subscribe, all that would be dandy. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers, and that's so freaking cool. So just get a couple of your friends to hit that button, and we'll be there before you know it. I really appreciate you being here today and rocking and rolling with me here on the Galactic Seabass channel. That was kind of fun. This is a podcast, and I appreciate you tuning in with me today. I will check this chat box one more time, just in case anybody said anything. Otherwise, we will go ahead. Oh, shoot! I keep doing that. I don't mean to. It's just what happens. Okay. We're going to rock and roll into the other side, baby. It's been a fun little adventure. Look at this. This is the new thumbnail. That's sick. Boy, oh boy. It's so tough out here. Please send me money. That's ridiculous. I wonder if that's what it looks like. I have no idea. This is like basically, I'd like to keep this. That's kind of the idea. Yeah, I don't know. Did 17 rides tonight. Made like, not a lot. I went 5 for 17 on tips. Just as like one thing I'd like to make a note, if you take a ride share and you tell your person that you're going to tip them and you don't, just don't say anything. Just punch me in the face. And call me a bunch of mean names, because I'd rather hear that than be given hope and have it taken away. I had a guy show me $40 on the app, and it was like, I got you, bro. You earned it. You killed it, dude. And then, like, I never came. He never did it. He just showed me it to, like, be cool for his friends. And it's so rude. So that's not nice. So even if you tip $1 for your driver, you're showing them that, like, they worked hard, and you're like, I don't have a lot, but this is something. Like, if I go to a bar, I'll give the bartender at least $1. It's just one of those things. I make 35% of whatever you pay for your ride. So whatever you pay, with $10, I make that Loch Ness Monster Special. I make $3.50, or $3.50 for you white folk. That might have been a bad decision to say. Anyway, I make 35%. So I keep 100% of all tips. And if you leave a tip, I'll keep it. So if you leave $1, most of the time my rides are worth $3. That's over 25%. It's 33% of whatever, like if you got a $3 ride, you tip me $1. That's something. And obviously the more you do, the better it is. And I keep all of that. So just something to keep in mind when you're taking your ride shares here in the great state of California. You know what? While we're on the Europe subject, this is the only time I feel like I'll ever do this. Okay. Here's some cool magnets that I got from around the world. I can't believe this is glued together. This is so brokenly glued. Oh my gosh. It's a nail and I'm not even describing it. You can see it. This is my Barcelona magnet. That's awesome. Oh boy. And then we've got Prague or Praha. Praha. Oh, that's fun. I don't want to lose this picture. It's hanging up. Actually, I'll show you the picture too. I took this picture of a little bird. And then I got this magnet in Costa Rica, which is pretty cool. Oh boy, there they go. They're falling. And we got Budapest. Thank you for buying me. That's great. I'll pick that up in a little bit. We've got Switzerland. It's kind of cool. Totally doesn't say anything about what happened there. Here's Amsterdam. Kind of sweet. Definitely took a bike ride, if you know what I mean. We got Ireland. Super classic cliche. Stereotype. We've got Belgium, because they make really good fries. And French fries are actually just Belgian fries. And, you know, if you don't realize that, then you're uncultured. Stupid. Sally Loon's beautiful, beautiful little bread bakery. Oh, I wish I could eat that stuff right now. Historic Eating House and Museum. Oh, that was fun. We got a Paris. I don't want to get that one off. That one's holding up something else. That's cool. London little snow globe thing. And, yeah, then my friend Kayla got me this I Love Jim thing from The Office, which is fun. Holding up this other picture that I took. Yeah, fuck it. We'll take those down. Came this far. Got these two. It's kind of cool. Let's sign this 2020. Kind of neat. Alright, and then a piece of spaghetti. Just somehow banged the ties to the fridge. So that's fun. We got California. That's me. That's cool. Little Paris, little bottle opener thing. That's why I didn't want to take off a second ago. And the last one. Oh, no, two more. Guess a little Texas magnet guitar thing. And then we got my mom's chili recipe. And a piece of the Berlin Wall. How cool is that? It's a little domino. That was sick. All right. That's, there's actually more. Will this stay if I take it down? Oh, it's stuck to it. Yeah, it's from the Harry Potter Museum. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm so sleep deprived. Woo! We did it! I guarantee we've done over an hour. This is one of those episodes. Alright, this is the final goodbye. We went through the magnet collection, which I wanted to do. Talked about Kill Tony. Put some stuff in the comedy Bible. This goes on my water bottle. This goes on my car. Doing a photo shoot tonight for David Jolly. Gang violence. And Michael Gonzalez signed my drumsticks. I will go on Kill Tony one day and challenge him with these sticks. Mark my words right here. And we wrote a book. So we did it. Podcast 35 is the wrap. Woo! Rock and roll. We did it. Thanks for tuning in to the Galactic Seabass channel. My name is Sebastian. This has been an episode of a thing on YouTube, and somebody watched it. Several people, in fact, and I appreciate you being here, rocking and rolling with me. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Best of luck in all your endeavors. Thank you so much for tuning in, my friends. Go carpe those DMs. And if you have a question for me, or you want some advice, or you just want to say something, send an email to galacticseabass@gmail.com. I would love that. Just go ahead and get in contact with me. Talk to me. Get in touch. Leave a little message in the comment box. Hit the like.